You are now entering Now Chat.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to episode 13 of the Now Chat podcast. This week we are joined by Blair. Would you like to say hi?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
We also have James, Dylan, and Caleb with us here today.
Bonjour.
Hi.
I guess Caleb's just not gonna say
What's
hi.
up? How's it going?
Today's a topic-based episode, which we'll discuss here in a minute. But before we jump into that, we have two things we want to cover. First being Rex's question of the week, which
Rex's
was
question of the week.
I gotta find it. What's the weird thing you clicked? What's the weird thing that you collected as a kid?
I wish it would have been voice recordings of Cameron doing stuff like that.
That would have been. Oh, geez, that's good.
Blair, would you care to go first since you're our honored guest?
Oh, okay. This is good. So when I was a kid, I would go around the neighborhood, and we had these rocks, and I would try to crack them open, and so some of them had like powder inside of it. It was like this weird, like, I don't know. It was like this. Sometimes it was like this black powder, or sometimes it was just like dirt. And I would literally get these bottles, and I would fill them up with this dirt, and I thought it was like gold or something, or I thought it was some precious metal. So I would just save it, and then I literally kept it in my room for at least 5 years.
Bro, what?
And then I was like, why do I still have this? And I literally dumped it out, and it was just dirt. But I thought it was like this precious.
Blair's a drug dealer. That's code.
I think that's my weird.
Rocks.
Oh, Georocks.
Yeah, they were like it was like the geocrystal stuff, but it was like not.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah,
Those were fun.
that's like the Damn, this is a good question.
I know what I collected. I wouldn't say as a kid. It started in 7th grade. But I would collect my energy drink cans, and at one point I probably had like 150 energy drink cans sitting on top of my dresser.
Dang. What about you, James?
I just remember building energy drink towers.
Oh, that was a fun time.
I collected knives and swords growing up.
I'm collecting knives right now, actually. I started getting into that.
Yeah, dude, it was a lot of fun. I used to be super into swords and knives, how they're built, the different kinds of knives, their functions, all of that. It was a lot of fun. I got pretty good at like, oh man, like identifying knives and swords. I got pretty good at understanding like the material they're made out of. A lot of the times I knew the process of how they're made. It was a lot of fun. I never got into swordsmithing, although I really would have liked to, but it was a really expensive hobby that I could not afford as a 12-year-old. So,
James, I remember walking into your room and being in shock at your swords and knives and stuff.
yeah, well, I had that dresser that I kept all of them on, so I had like, a tomahawk, a couple katanas, European longsword. I had what was it called? Kukri knife, which was awesome. I had a couple balisongs. I love collecting knives. I actually still have my balisong and some other knives, and those are a lot of fun to mess around with.
Didn't
Next
you
time I'll come
sell
over.
some of them?
Yeah, I did sell some of them. I would like to actually sell most of the rest, to be honest, just because I don't really collect them anymore, and I could use the money.
I'll bring my knives over to your house next time, James, and show you mine.
All right, I'll show you mine then.
I'll
You
show
show
you
me
mine
yours.
if you show me yours.
Well, what about you, Caleb? I'd like to hear what you have to say.
So I've collected a couple of different things over the years, but so like I collected knives. I have a knife that's from Russia. It was made in
I
Russia.
saw that.
That's pretty cool.
It's like one of my favorite knives that I still have. I used to collect rocks. I really liked rocks. I had a rock from the Grand Canyon for a while,
That's actually pretty awesome.
and it was like from the inside of the Grand Canyon, so it was like not even just the freaking weird. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But more recently, so this has kind of just been like a collection that I kind of voluntarily, but I haven't bought a single one myself. It's just so me and one of my buddies from high school, instead of buying each other like Christmas and birthday presents, we just get each other those Funko Pop Office characters.
Yo, that's fun.
And so, like, we don't have to think about what we're going to get each other. We just know what we're going to get each other. So I think he has 2 now. and I have one, and I'm getting two more for Christmas, and then my birthday is also near Christmas, and so like it's kind of like a weird. We've like developed a collection just by buying them for each other. So
That's actually
Cool.
pretty awesome.
Master Chief one. What was that for your
that's
birthday?
true. That's true. I do have yeah. You got So Dylan
Yeah.
got me a Funko Pop Master Chief for my birthday last year, I think.
2 years ago, last year, one of them. I forgot.
I think it was last year.
Okay.
I'm not totally positive on that one, but I'm pretty sure it was last year. So
Yeah, that's a good looking one too. It was like a nice.
yeah, I do like that. It sits on my desk. It's on my desk right now.
Nice. I have like 12 Funko Pop.
Dylan, what's the weird thing you collected as a kid then?
Well, I haven't really. I don't know. My stuff I collected was most of the fad stuff. Like Bakugan. Back in
Oh,
the day.
dude, I collected
I
those.
was in like 3rd grade. I
Oh,
collected
yeah.
those. I had a big one, like the big giant ones, and I had the little tiny ones I would throw out. I never understood how to play those games, like any trading card game. I just collected them.
Dude, I just made my own
Yeah.
rules.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was doing. And then there was another card game called Redikai, if I'm not mistaken. It was like 3D trading cards. I don't know. I got into that pretty good.
Yeah,
then,
I remember those.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and then
Something to do with chaos.
something like that. I don't know, but they were like 3D cards. So, and then I collected the silly bands. I collected those.
That was a
Wow.
throwback. Hold on.
Yeah, that
You
is
just-
such
Yeah.
a big.
Oh,
Jeez,
Yeah.
that is a throwback.
you just
That
threw me
is-
back about 18
Dude,
years or something.
I
like
know. I
that.
remember trading them in school. 5th grade is when I got into them.
Would you ever go up to your friends and be like, "Look, my arm has more on them"?
Yeah, and then your arm, you
Yeah.
would take them off, and they would have like the indents on your arm and stuff. Oh my god, I
Bro.
collected silly bands. Shit, what else did I collect?
Silly bands were my emo bracelets before I started wearing emo bracelets.
Dude, I remember like
Honestly,
trying to go
fair.
after certain ones. Like, I remember when I started playing trumpet, I wanted a trumpet one. And I wanted
Yo,
a
you played
sharp one.
trumpet?
I did back in the day, yeah.
No.
I was.
You
I
suck
was.
though.
How do you know? You didn't even know.
You didn't
I mean-
continue, so you must not have been
Oh,
that
'cause
good.
it was
my
too
God.
expensive. Hobby. It was
Oh,
too
absolutely
expensive,
got
too.
him.
So I didn't want to keep lugging that thing around.
What? It's a trumpet. It's like-
Yeah,
that
well,
thing
for
is
me at that
hilarious.
time it was pretty heavy.
Dude, I play drums. I can't carry my instrument anywhere.
Well, that's
That sounds
because
like
it's
a
already
you
set
issue,
up for you.
Caleb.
You go to your what? You go to what? You go to school and the drum set's ready for you. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't disagree with you, Dylan. Like, Caleb has no room to talk, but at the same time, I also carried my trumpet
Lugging around
in
a
9th
trumpet
grade.
is nothing.
I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't want
really
to carry
light.
it. I never got into the music world, but I'm trying to now because I see how musically talented you all are, and I'm like,
Music he
Aw.
talented.
musically, shut up. And then what else did I collect? Geez,
Oh, I
Silly
actually thought you
Band.
meant music-y. Never mind.
I don't know. Most of the fad stuff is what I collected. Pretty much. That was it. Baseball cards, obviously.
Yo, were any of you around when I was selling paracord bracelets?
Yes.
Oh, those. I remember those. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
that was so much
paracord
fun.
bracelets.
What a ripoff.
Dude, I sold them for $2, so it was cheaper than anywhere else you were gonna get. I still made a massive profit, don't get me wrong, but it was still cheaper than anywhere else.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy? So, what do you think is like gonna be the fad of like? I know those poppets. Oh, fidget spinners. Fidget spinners were a fad, but now they're starting to come back with like the poppets and stuff like that. But I think those are gonna be the new fad. Those poppet things.
I don't even know what that is.
Those have been like the ones you stick on your phone.
No, not the
The pop sockets.
No, I'm talking about like the
Up
fidget
sockets,
things.
yum.
The what do you call it?
Thank you all for laughing at my terrible joke.
What was it?
I thought it was funny.
It's the fidget things, pretty much. All the fidget
Fidget
things. are gonna come
spinners?
up. Fidget spinners. They had the pop things now that they got.
What are the pop things, Dylan?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Like
Yeah.
the
Did you
You just literally push the thing in. Just pushed it in. That's all it is.
Caleb.
Oh yeah, Jamie has it. Jamie has
Wait,
it in
wait,
the, in the chat. Jamie has it in the chat. It's that thing. Of course, Jamie put the Among Us one, but that's what it looks like.
Well, speaking of fads, we gotta
welcome
share
for
our
that.
Spotify Wrapped for this year.
Oh shoot, that's right.
I know Dylan doesn't have Spotify, so he's just
Nope.
gonna give us some of the songs he listened to a lot this year, I guess.
Yeah. My playlist that I had.
But does anybody want to start with anything?
I'll go first since I don't have Spotify, and then you guys
That
can take
works.
it from there. But I'll just pretty much, so I use YouTube Music, but I will share
He's a cheap. Sorry.
cheap. What?
I
What's the
didn't
difference?
say-
Spotify and
I-
YouTube Music are pretty much the same thing. You just play music. That's it. They're both music apps. Big whoop. I probably pay cheaper
Yeah,
because
except
it's just
Spotify's
music.
Ooh, so good.
Doubt it. I
Okay.
pay $2.
I pay
$2?
$5.
$5.
You pay $2 a month?
He
Yeah,
splits
dude,
it
Oh,
with
you-
somebody.
student discount plus my mom uses it.
Okay,
Oh
there
my
you go.
God.
So you
I
split it
don't,
with
I
your
don't
mom.
actually pay for it at all. My mom pays
Oh
for
my
it.
God,
Bruh.
you're a cheap dude.
Doesn't your mom pay for everything, Caleb?
There is not a single
Oh.
streaming service on my phone right now that I pay for.
What?
Bro, what?
I pay for like 4.
No, my mom pays for Netflix. My sister pays for Hulu. My Andrew pays for Disney Plus.
You're so bogus. Oh my
I have
gosh.
to bleep out that name too. Come on.
Sorry. Showtime. I got that for free because of my student discount.
HBO
I just have a
Max.
lot of streaming services, and I don't know what to do with them because I don't watch all of them.
Dude, I pay for my
Anyway.
own Amazon Prime. I pay for my own Kindle
Nope, I
Unlimited.
use my
pay
mom's
for my
Amazon
own
Prime.
Spotify.
Kindle Unlimited?
And this
What
dude
the-
lives rent free.
Yeah, dude, Kindle Unlimited is so nice.
If only I had a Kindle. Anyways, Dylan, what is your music? What is your
Yeah,
don't need
so
a
I'm just
Kindle.
gonna name my playlist that I have. So my first playlist, of course, is Your Like, so that's all the music in it. But then I eventually started putting them in playlists. So I have one that's called Pop, which is pretty much just hip hop, kind of rap music. Vibin playlist, which is a lot of Masked Wolf.
Straight vibing.
Yeah, that's really what it is. Just a
Great
bunch of
vibin',
Masked
bro.
Wolf and just some like beat music. I have rock that goes from like old school Guns N' Roses, Metallica, Green
Nice.
Day, AC/DC. But then I have this I have this other band that I recommend called Our Last Night. Cameron, I think I showed you that one band. They do like remixes of popular songs but in rock version.
Yeah, you did, dude. That
Oh,
it was
yeah.
actually pretty good.
Yeah. And then I have a NF playlist because I like NF a lot.
What if it's good?
I have a gangster one, which is just songs that make you feel like a gangster, I guess. I don't remember putting that on there. I have a ride slow one, which is just a lot of chilled hip hop music. So it's like
Nice.
yeah. Then I got some chill vibes one, which is like just lo-fi. Then I have a pump it song where it's where I work out to. Then I have a sad drive alone playlist when I'm just driving by myself at night. It puts me
Aw.
in my feels. Yeah. One song
You-
on here that I highly listen to. Now, highly listen to. And I had Caleb listen to this song. Just don't take it out of context. It's just a really good song and I like the beat. But it's called Suicidal Thoughts by Josh A. and Lamb Jekyll.
MJKL.
Lamb Jekyll, yeah. It's
Lamb
such
Jekyll.
a good song with the beat and everything. It's a good song.
Hmm.
But I recommend giving it a listen. That will put you in your feels for sure.
Dude, why would I
But-
want to be in my feels? I
Same.
literally drive
You never
every day
know.
to get away from my
Hey,
fields.
to be
Hold
honest,
on.
one day, some days, man, some days, especially when I'm driving by myself at night, or like on the way home from work or whatever, my mind wanders and it goes to places that.
Well, speaking of emo music, Cameron,
Yeah.
your Spotify playlist.
So, my top genre just proves that it wasn't a phase mom. She does listen to this. So yeah, my top genre was emo. Probably by a lot.
Most definitely by a lot.
And it gets funnier.
Oh?
Because my
Or
top
my-
podcast was not the Now Chat podcast, but rather the
Bruh.
Joe Rogan Experience.
That's great.
Joe Rogan tops our podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I don't listen to our podcast because I edit this whole thing, and I listen to this whole thing probably like 3 times over while I'm editing. So I'm kind of sick of you guys by the end of it.
That's fair.
I don't blame you.
Wow.
I'm sick of us by the end of it too.
Yeah. Otherwise, my top artists are actually pretty funny because it's AJR, who was my top with 3,260 minutes. And then it was John Mulaney and Bo Burnham, because I guess I just like comedy. And then it's Black Bear and NF. My top songs I'm just not gonna share because they're kind of cringe. So we're gonna skip those and go to the fact that I listened to 44,485 minutes this year.
Dang.
But my roommate tops that. I just want to give Gart a shout out of, I think it's over 150,000 minutes or just close to 150,000, which is like unheard of and unbelievable.
There's no way.
Oh,
150,000 minutes?
Yeah.
How many days is that?
Does
At least 2.
Somebody who at least 2.
I'm gonna find out right now. No,
Yeah.
that's 104 days.
No, it can't be.
No, that's so he basically spent a third of his year listening to music. That's crazy.
That's not surprising either. If you know Garrett, he's like always listening to music. 100%.
Honestly, that sounds nice.
He's always vibing, dude.
Vibing.
But
Great
It's a
vibe.
good word.
anybody else want to share their Spotify
Oh,
rap?
Rex put hers in the chat. If you want
Ooh.
to just shout that out for a little bit.
Yeah, Rex, your top artists were Corpse, Johnny, AC/DC, Surrender
Yo.
Dorothy, and Dolores O'Riordan, possibly related to Rick Riordan, creator of Percy Jackson.
This is not sponsored.
Not sponsored,
Yeah,
wish
no,
it was.
no sponsor.
Yep. Top genre was dark trap, and I like emo in the top 5. Very nice. And then top songs: Honey Pie, Melody, 18, Fell in Love with a Girl, and Beach Boy. Very nice. Blair, what about you? What's your Spotify rap look like?
Yeah, so I actually share Spotify with one of my friends. So it's a little off, but I think I generally listen to Spotify the most because I DoorDash, so I'm listening to music like 50 hours a week. But my top genre, it says it's dance pop. So I actually do not know exactly what that means. But yeah, it says it's dance pop and then show tunes and electro pop, which does not sound like my type of music, but that's kind of what it shows. And then my top 3 artists, I wouldn't say I listen to them that much anymore, but they definitely were some of my favorites. First would be Ariana Grande. I went through a big phase. I really liked Ariana's music and one of her albums. I forget what album it was, but
I thought it was Ariana.
okay, whatever. I say Ariana Grande. I know it's
You
Ari,
cannot get
but-
him on mispronouncing Ariana Grande with
Yeah,
the type
Dylan,
of speech
hold
you
on.
do. Holy
It's
shit.
Ariana Grande.
This
And
man
then-
said,
Ariana.
this man said
At least-
abracadabra.
At least,
Arvacadabra.
Can I have much pizza? I'm
at
many
least I
hungry.
pronounced Taylor Swift right.
Wait,
Wait,
did
hold
you
people
on.
go. That's true.
did mispronounce Taylor Swift?
What? No, I just said at least I pronounced it right. Like,
Yeah, did people mispronounce it?
I don't know. Maybe I thought I would get points for that, right? Don't I get points for pronouncing something that's easy correctly?
Yes, this podcast is based off a point system.
Yes, Dylan, you have negative 1,000 points.
Dylan's
Yeah, I
failing.
figured it. Fine.
Dylan's
we
losing
love
at this
you.
game. He doesn't understand the rules.
Shut up.
Dylan, we love you. We promise.
Your mom doesn't understand the rules. Oh, sorry.
Roll a d10 to see
Dude, that's
dexterity
why'd
check.
you bring? What?
No, shut up. No. Yep, see? Yeah, fine. Shut up. You tried, but you failed there. Just let me
You
have my
tried,
moment.
but you failed.
Blair, are you done or are you still
No,
going?
Blair, continue.
All right. Let's see. My favorite song was actually there's this song. So I find a lot of songs on TikTok actually. So I'll be going through TikTok and there's these banger songs and I'm like, oh, I want to listen to that. And there's this one called 24 Hours by Alexander Stewart, who's actually
Not
my
that good of a song.
bro. Okay, I don't care what you think. It was literally my favorite song for probably a month, and I literally would play that song over and over and over. I'm the type of guy where if I find a song I like, I will listen to that song for like 8 hours straight, and I will not stop. So I probably listen to that song at least like 1,000 minutes or something like that, something crazy.
I'm the same
That
way
sentence
though.
structure sounded like Caleb.
What
Yeah,
do you
you've
say?
been spending too much time with him.
That's
Yeah,
probably very
that sounded
true.
exactly like Caleb.
What?
What?
I'm
That's
the
it.
type
I
of
don't-
guy
What?
to wear that phrase.
What phrase?
I'm a type of guy to where and then fill in the blank. That's something that Caleb says
That's
all the
true.
time.
That's very true. I usually do not say that.
My plan is working. Wow.
I did. I listened to 27,634 minutes. I think that's. It says it's top 80%, which I do not believe.
Oh, it
But-
is.
Really, 27,000? That's only like.
At least
That
2
doesn't
days.
seem like that much. Yeah. No, there's definitely more than 2 days.
Dude, it should tell you like minutes, hours, days.
That would be cool.
Man, Spotify needs to hire me and pay me millions. I was gonna say I do the same thing though. I go through Instagram Reels, and if I hear a bop, I'll just like find the song.
Yup.
Anyways, James, Spotify rapping paper rap.
Oh, Spotify wrapping paper. Let's
Mm.
check out this wrapping paper. I'm going through it right now. Hold on.
I literally allotted time in the beginning before we started. Hey, everybody, go screenshot all of your stuff in case you want to mention it.
Oh shoot, you said that, dude. I missed that.
You must have been
I'll
in the
start-
bathroom.
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
start
okay,
with
yeah,
I had 40,000 minutes.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, which was I think top 88%. Oh yeah, my sorry, I'm getting to it. My podcast, Now Chat was not my top podcast. It was second place.
What was your
But
top?
my top was Magnus Archives. Literally one
Oh,
of the
yeah.
greatest podcasts I've ever seen or listened to rather.
You
Man, I'm
turned
turning into
Dylan
Dylan.
there for a second.
No, Magnus Archives. It was a
Wow.
horror story podcast. And it's all about like fears and like if the fears were entities and how that would work and like it was super interesting. It was such a good podcast. It's amazing. But anyway, that was my top podcast. My top genres, in order, was chill hop, German pop, chill step, lo-fi beats, modern rock. Hoch by shoot, I totally forgot his name. But that song, such a bop. Oh my gosh.
I'm not sure what to say. James, just go on. I
Alright.
think the rest of this should be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be much more interesting. My top artist was Glass Animals, D Antwoord, Asgir, Polyphia, and AK. Cameron, I know you know. Do you know the song "Goat" by Polyphia? That's the crazy
Yes.
one that Eric talked about.
Yes.
Yeah,
I love that
dude,
song.
it's so
Oh,
good.
Caleb, you
I
introduced
showed
me
you
to
that song.
No, Eric. Wait, did you show me? I thought Eric showed me
I
that
showed
song.
you
Caleb
that song.
introduced
Get the
it to me.
freaking
Alright,
out of
alright,
here. I
alright,
will
my
take
bad,
all
my bad.
freaking credit
My
for that.
bad.
Eric
All freaking
probably.
credit.
I probably showed it to Eric, and Eric showed it to you, or something like that.
That
But I
could be.
definitely. I remember being in Cameron's basement and showing you that song.
Wait, why were you in my basement?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry
And then my top songs was Drip, One Way, Movement, Humble, and Panic.
Wait,
of
Humble
those-
is in the rap one?
maybe? No, it's by
Says,
Ren.
Be humble, sit down. Okay, no.
No. So, yeah, top genre was chill hop.
Caleb, what about you?
So a little bit of a interesting problem with mine is that I also share my Spotify with the boy, the legend.
Jackson?
No, it's Christian. You can bleep that out if you need to. But he's a great
Dude, I'm so
he's a
sorry.
great human being. He's one of my best friends. Great guy. But his music taste is totally different from mine. So so to speak to that, my genres. Wait, what the frick? Where did the
One eternity later.
You know how much cutting I'm gonna have to do in this episode?
I mean, they had all.
Okay.
freaking
Okay, so my top genres were number 1, soundtrack.
Nice.
Probably like some
Number
movies.
2, chill hop. Number
Nice.
3, classic rock, which is that's all
Mm.
Christian. Number 4, worship. Number 5,
Mm.
pop rock.
Dude, I like pop rocks.
Dude, same.
Yeah.
Top
So
of the range.
soundtrack
So good.
soundtrack actually makes a lot of sense. I listen to a lot of soundtracks, movie soundtracks, not even just movie soundtracks, but like, yeah, I
Like
listen to like,
Valheim, and you listen to
Dude.
what, Lord of the Rings?
yeah, I listen to a lot of soundtracks when I play video games and stuff like that because I don't like listening to like words necessarily when I play video games because it can be distracting, and
Yeah.
so
That's so true. Yeah.
so I generally will like listen to a soundtrack. But my top artists were Rush, which is a classic rock band, which is a really good classic rock band. Like honestly, I'm not even that mad about that, but it's because he literally Christian nonstop listens to Rush. It's his favorite band. And then I had AJR, Adam Young,
Cool.
Citizens, and Howard Shore. And so, yeah, AJR, super awesome band. Adam Young is Owl City. If you guys didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the main singer for Owl City, but I listen to a lot of his work where he does a lot of instrumental work,
That's kind of cool.
and his instrumental work is really, really cool, and I love his instrumental work. So that's one of the reasons why he's big. Citizens, it's a really cool, good worship Christian band, super awesome. And
Yeah.
then Howard Shore is a classical jazz musician. That's also mostly Christian.
Ooh, I should listen
as
to him.
well. Yeah, he's really
I
good.
love jazz. Cameron,
What?
who do you think is going to be your top artist next year?
Sarks of Soma.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who the heck is that?
I can't tell if you're serious or not.
It was supposed to be like a lead up so that you could like talk.
Oh, I'm dumb. Sarks of Soma is an independent electronic artist who specializes in lo-fi hip hop.
Oh, that was a good transition.
Thanks.
You're
I
welcome.
am Sarks of Soma. Yeah, I'm super pumped for my music to be out. I don't know if any of you could tell. Cameron is not looking forward to it. He's
I hate James.
yeah, he hates me. Yeah, not my music. He just hates me.
I hate James. All right, Dylan, would you like to introduce? I'm gonna let Dylan take it from here, cause he's the
Oh,
one.
jeez, that's a mistake.
He's the one. I think Jamie thought of the topic,
Even
but
Dylan
Dylan's
knows.
the one who like really wanted to do it, and
Well, actually, I came up with it, and
Did you
then
really?
Jamie agreed. Yeah, I came up
Okay.
with the whole topic, and I'm taking full credit on
so
that. and
so
then
state
Jamie
the
totally
topic. Then
agreed.
I'm gonna rudely interrupt you to do a Cameron's
Okay.
toilet talk.
Okay. Well, actually, why don't I just do it when you come back then? Because we could just
No.
transition.
No.
No,
Well, the
make
topic.
listeners wait with anticipation.
That's true. So the topic today that we're going to discuss is video games, but more specifically, why video games die and what keeps video games alive. So that's
All
going to be
right,
our
so it's
topic.
time of the podcast where we do Cameron's toilet talk. I gotta dip for a second. Be right back.
It's like that knock knock joke with the cow.
Knock, knock, who's there? Oh, and it's time for Cameron's toilet talk. All right, I
let's
actually have a
go,
question
let's
for
go.
this, and so
go.
because it got teed up, welcome to this point in the podcast. By the way, this is the point when, basically Cameron goes to the bathroom because he has the smallest PP of all time, and we decide to, talk about something
About
that
him.
is about him. Yes, and
To
so I
clarify,
decided
it's not
because-
bladder. Not the smallest
No,
bladder.
no, it's the PP. Because it's the PP.
No,
because,
no,
Because
it's the
pee is
PP.
stored in the balls.
Oh, yeah,
anyway,
you're
Oh
right,
my
you're right.
god. Okay.
So, basically, what I want to talk about is to go off the topic of video games. I want to know this could be two things. Either what video game do you think Cameron would fit the most in, or what video game character does Cameron most resemble?
Ooh,
That's actually really good. That's good, Caleb.
That
I
one's
thought of it
interesting.
myself.
There's just one game I used to play. I don't think you guys have ever heard of it because it's a mobile game.
Idol
but-
Hero.
No,
Hey,
no,
hey,
no,
Arena.
no, no, stop, guys. We'll get to that part. We're not there yet. Wait.
Clash Royale.
There's this game.
Raid
I'm
Shadow
pretty sure.
Legends.
I'm pretty sure. Oh my gosh, I can't even.
Why do we know so many mobile games, guys?
Because they're
You guys don't even
advertised
play these
everywhere.
games.
Yeah.
These
Nah,
games are
dude.
literally. Oh my god.
Anyways, continue, Blair.
Okay,
Sorry.
Yeah,
so
go ahead,
I don't
Blair.
know. I think the game is called Head Soccer. I don't know if that's
Oh
what
my
it's
god,
called.
I
yeah,
play that
You
game
guys-
right now, dude.
Actually,
Dude,
for
I've been
real,
playing that
where
game.
you like
Yeah.
you try to hit it in the goal with your
Yeah,
with
and it's
different
just
powers.
the head and the feet. Yeah, I've been
Yes,
playing Head
let's
Soccer too.
go.
I've been playing
No
that
way.
game. Yeah, I'm on top of the leaderboard right now in my league.
What? Okay,
Yeah.
wait. So, I don't know why, but there's this one character that Cameron reminds me of, and he has like this huge forehead and black hair and
That's mostly like
chubby
every
cheeks.
four. Yeah, that's like every character in the game. It's
Okay,
like
well,
every character in that game. But
that's
no,
what
he
I
would
thought
fit
of.
in that game. Yeah, he would fit in that game. That's kind of funny. I'm gonna agree with Blair on that because I know what he's talking about, and I played that
That's
game.
good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. It's
Have
what
any of
Head
you ever played
Soccer.
Witcher 3?
I have, yes.
Okay, you know that like the ugliest man in the world?
Well, I just
Yeah,
got back.
yeah.
What?
I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
I have to do something real quick.
Alright.
All right, sorry everybody, we had some technical difficulties as my neighbors are being total and blasting bass
Oh, shit.
boosted music at 11:57 at night. We
Cameron?
love them, and I'm about to. But that's
Oh,
besides
wait,
the
whoa,
point.
whoa, whoa.
Cameron?
I'm gonna have to
Hey,
step
Cameron.
out here for a second. But enjoy the rest of the podcast.
Hey Cameron,
Yeah.
can you do the whole thing over again, but just swear way, way more, and then bleep yourself?
Yeah.
I'm not bleeping any of that out.
We'll miss you, Cameron.
Thank
It
you.
won't
I
be
love
the same.
you, Cam.
We love you.
Dylan, do you
So-
want to reintroduce this topic?
Yeah, because this is my. I'll kind of take over here. This is gonna go downhill now, but here we go. So yeah, so the topic for today. This is gonna be the rest of the podcast. We're gonna talk about is why video games die and what keeps video games alive. So I'd like to discuss this for a while, and then we could branch off into other sections about video games or something else related video game kind of thing. So with that being said, and feel free to use examples of games and stuff like that. But let's see, Blair, since you're the guest, would you like to go first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like, or I think that video games, the reason they become popular is because people make them popular. Like, yes, usually it's a good game that becomes popular, but it's also the fans around it and the people hyping it up. So it's all about people promoting the game and making it popular more than the game actually being really good. Now, the game has to be good for it to become popular because the reason they're making it popular is because it's a good game. But there are a lot of good games that do not have as much hype and are not as popular, and that's just because they didn't get support from people, or people did not like hype it up or promote the game. So I think that's the one thing on how games become popular, and then how it's the same thing, how they're like not as popular anymore is because the fan base or whoever really liked the game, or all the people that really liked the game, they just moved on to another game or didn't hype it up anymore or wasn't in the spotlight. And I think one thing though, this is actually really funny because Caleb and I looked up a few days ago like the top 10 most played games, and one thing that, I mean, this wasn't that surprising, but like the fact that Minecraft is still in the, like, it's in the top 3, I think, or top 5. Minecraft is like, I think, the 4th most played game, and it was made in, was it like 2011 or I don't know, 2015, something like that?
Yeah.
2011.
Was it 2011?
Okay.
Yeah, 2011.
Yeah,
So
2011.
that's
It
the
was
one
earlier.
thing. Was it earlier than 2011? I'm pretty sure it was 2011. We looked it up, but
Okay,
um,
could be wrong.
Now that's actually a really good example, Blair. Minecraft, for example. Like, we've all been through that phase of playing Minecraft, right? And you'd play
Not
with your
fucking
friends.
Not a phase,
No,
mom.
you hate it, Caleb.
except
I know you
Caleb.
hate it.
Caleb's the only
No.
exception.
No, I'm not
You
even
cannot
an
have
exception.
it.
It's not even an exception. I literally went
No.
through a phase where that was the only game I played.
Yeah, okay. Well, that I'll take that.
I
I'll
was
take that.
joking.
So that's it. So everybody went through that phase of playing Minecraft, but then you eventually grow out of it because it gets boring after a while, right? You keep
Exactly.
building the same houses, you keep using the same blocks, but now they keep adding more and more to the game that is drawing players back now. Like, just recently, they updated it to Minecraft 1.18, Caves and Cliffs Part 2, where they have bigger caves now, new blocks, they're adding new mobs to the game, all that stuff. So this is what's bringing people back into the game as new content. So with that being said, adding content to please the players is what keeps the games alive. You know, like Fortnite, for example. That game, I thought it was gonna die by now, but there are still people playing it, and there's still people, recording it, videoing it, all that stuff, streaming it, because of the content it's putting out.
I
Um,
would
go ahead.
agree to some extent. I would disagree on another extent.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
That didn't make a ton of sense, but I would
Okay.
agree with that with like newer games. I think need to push that content because the original content that they had wasn't as good.
Yeah.
Dude.
What?
I have been playing Halo
Oh yeah.
since
Halo.
I was freaking born. And that game came out in 2001. The year I was born.
I mean, it's technically possible.
And I still play it. Like literally, me and Jamie played through that game like a couple months ago, maybe last year, I think, something like that. Like that game is almost a timeless game in a lot of ways. It's such
Now they
like
added Halo Infinite too now.
yeah, and that's like a newer version, a
Yeah.
newer game, obviously. But like
Yeah.
when it comes to just like nostalgia and stuff like that,
Oh yeah.
No, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say
I saw that too. I saw that as well. For reference,
Oh, okay,
Jamie,
okay.
In this stream chat on a Discord, there's a Master Chief that is twerking, which is
To clarify,
So-
Minecraft was made public in 2009, but not fully released until 2011.
oh, that's right, yeah, because they had the alpha
That's
version.
yeah, that's probably what I was thinking of.
Yo, remember? Oh my god, I remember going to the web browser of Minecraft and playing it that way. You go like Minecraft.net, and then you would play Minecraft that way.
Dude, that's so funny.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
But like what I'm saying, like there's certain games that are just like
Nostalgia.
they're just nostalgic. Like
Yeah.
I think of Super Mario Bros. Now
Oh my god.
there's
yeah.
been a lot of just remade versions of kind of the same type of concept, but the
Yeah.
fact that that concept in of itself has just
It's
lived
becoming
on
more
for so
modernized.
long,
Yeah.
it's super cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think if you make a game good enough, people will
Halo.
play it for a long time. Like I also think of Assassin's Creed. People
Oh yeah.
play those games. I replayed the first 3 Assassin's Creeds just because they were really good games. Like they're just fun to play. And so it doesn't necessarily have to be the fact that a game is pushing more content for it to stay alive. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
that's-
I think
no,
that
I
could
think
just be
helps.
one way of doing that.
Yeah.
One way of
No,
keeping
I
it
would agree.
alive.
Yeah. But like Call of Duty though, that has been around forever. And they just released Call of Duty
just-
Vanguard.
They just make more games.
Exactly, and they had a phase where they went to like the futuristic phase of Infinite Warfare and all that stuff, and everybody hated it because it wasn't the Call of Duty that they were used to with the classic guns,
Yeah,
and
plus
the
you've got
more-
Halo.
Yeah, and you got Halo. Yeah, exactly.
So, like,
So it was just literally Call of Duty Halo at that point. But then now they
great
added
value Halo.
yeah. And then they added Modern Warfare, the newer one, which I played the campaign, which was such a crazy, like mind-boggling campaign to play. And then the multiplayer was really good, and they added back realistic guns and none of this futuristic crap. So that's what made me come back to Call of Duty for a while to play Modern Warfare, just because of how modern it was.
I do
Not all
think
that-
I do
go
think
ahead.
so. It's kind of funny. I think Call of Duty is one of those franchises that has actually done both,
Yeah.
where they have pushed content and more content to get people more interested, but then they also have games that are just insanely good by themselves. I think of Black Ops 2. That
Oh,
game
yeah.
is phenomenal. I still think it's
Zombies.
probably I think that's probably the best game they've pushed out ever, personally. But I also have a ton of nostalgia with that game, and I remember playing Zombies. I remember playing multiplayer with my brother and like doing those things. And I mean, I know people that still play that game because it's such a quality game. It's a very good
Yeah.
game.
But like old school Modern Warfare lobbies too, like the OG
Yeah.
Modern Warfare, that's where boys became men in those lobbies.
There's a reason that the fact that remastering games work so well.
Yeah, because it brings it to the modern
In most cases.
days. Yeah, it brings it to the modern day instead of trying to make a new game out of what's already there, kind of thing. If that makes sense.
Isn't it making it a new game though by updating
But,
it
like-
and changing it?
Like so like Call of Duty Vanguard came out, right? So what's the difference between Call of Duty Vanguard and Call of Duty World War II? You know what I mean? Is it just different characters? Like I think it's mostly takes place around the same time, World War II, right? So is it just different characters they're adding in now and newer guns, like guns that they couldn't add in World War II, but now they added in Vanguard? Like, I don't know. I haven't played Vanguard. I'm not much into Call of Duty anymore, but I don't know. Like, what's the difference between those two? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
haven't
I don't play
played
COD,
either, so.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, maybe, if somebody knows, maybe they can tell us. But like, okay, so here's a game that I play that I know none of you all play, but like, for example, Rainbow Six Siege, right? I play that game. I know you all
All the
don't play
time.
it. I play it all the time. I do.
Sorry,
But
I almost just threw up in my mouth.
Shut
It's
up,
such
shut
a
up.
bad
No,
game.
no,
Like,
listen,
literally, I
listen.
don't understand.
Can I-
why
Hey,
people
hey,
Oh my
at
god.
least
I'm
I
not.
said
I'm not
Roblox.
discussing that.
People
I'm not
used to play that
discussing what's
game,
your
I
favorite game
just-
and what's not your favorite game. I'm just discussing it.
So
So,
bad.
oh my god. Anyway, Rainbow Six Siege is kind of on the verge of both dying and staying alive. It's weird because the Rainbow Six community, they just came out with the new season. They added a new operator. They reworked some maps. They added different features for this and that. But they just adding new operators. That kind of kept drawing the community away because sure, you get a new operator, but you still have the same maps, and it was still the same spawn peaks. It was still the same hiding areas. But now they started rechanging maps, reworking them, and it became a fresher Rainbow Six to play because now everybody's on the same page. We're all learning the map. You know, we occasionally get to try out the new operator every now and then. But you still got the people that, you know, every game has cheaters, so that's another reason why some games die. You know, you got cheaters galore, and they say they're trying to crack down on it, but you know, you can only take their word for it. Um, but it's still, I still play it, and you know, as much as I hate playing it because I will admit I'm not that great at it. It still draws me back, and I'm sure maybe some of you guys have that kind of game where you just hate playing so much, but you still go back to it.
League of Legends.
Yeah, League of Legends. Yeah, that's fair. How about you, Blair? AFK Arena, knew it. How about you? Tim?
For me, I switch between. There's these 4 mobile games that I switch between, and I always will go from one to the other. Like, and it goes
So
between like
disclaimer,
different year cycles.
Can I
What?
say disclaimer, Blair, that Blair is a mobile player. Mobile.
Yeah,
disclaimer.
I only play. I don't like computer games are fun. First of all, I don't have a PC. Second of all,
He will.
Blair,
I will eventually.
before
but
you
I
say
don't
that
know.
you don't like computer
Mobile
games, you have
Mobile
played
games.
Ori for the last 10 hours.
Okay, well that's different because you've been gone all day, and I had the opportunity to play on your computer, and I won't be able to for a while.
Okay.
Blair, you want to play Rainbow Six?
So what
with
you're
me?
telling me is any
Rainbow Six
opportunity
sounds
you
boring.
have to play PC, you play it.
Because of this logic. Because I can play mobile game whenever I want. So even though I rather would play mobile game, I'd rather play the computer game or Ori because I have the opportunity and I won't have it like the next day or next week. Does that make sense?
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
Okay. But yeah, so I switch between mobile games. So like it's really weird. Like since I was 8 or 7, like I would always just switch between just different mobile games, and I get addicted to one, and then I'm like, this is boring. Why am I spending my life on this game? And I move to the next game, and then 4 years later, I'll go to the game I hated.
That makes sense. How about you, Caleb?
Wait, what was the question again?
Oh, like you have that one game that you hate playing, but you just keep coming back to.
Oh, League of Legends.
Okay, so you and James both got it, okay.
It's probably either League of Legends or there's this game. I don't really go back to it anymore, but there's this game called Dead Cells. And it's a rage game, but it's a really fun rage game.
Gotcha.
Cause it's one of those. It's like the epitome of rage game where you get really good, you get all this good stuff, and you get really far in the game, and then you lose it all. You know what I mean? Like you die and then done.
No, then
So-
you have to restart.
Yeah, and
Oh,
it's a pretty fun game, but yeah, I just keep on coming back to it, and it's
Gotcha.
but no, probably League is the one I consistently come back to, and like it's not that I don't enjoy playing League, but there's definitely times
guilty
where
pleasure.
Dude,
it has
no, there's times.
fueled my depression.
It's
No,
a guilty pleasure.
Caleb. Okay, Caleb. Literally, it's what 1 o'clock in the morning. You say, "Oh, I'm gonna go to bed." James hops into the Discord, and if you guys want to play League, oh yeah, I'll play League. I'm like, what? What the? You
It's
just
James's fault.
Oh,
Bro,
that's
Yeah,
not.
sorry.
You did that last night too, except with Ori. He was like, "I'm gonna go to bed. I'm writing my paper. I'll go straight to bed." I'm like, "All right, don't play Ori without me." An hour, or I wake up the next day. He's like, "Hey, I played Ori for an hour last night," and I was like, "Are
Oh
you
my God.
freaking kidding me?" I was so mad.
So there's
So-
also games out there. I don't know if you heard of. I forgot the name of it, but there's a game where you use portals. It's like it looks like Halo, but you're
Portal?
using. Huh?
Yeah, Portal.
No,
Game
no, it's
Portal.
not Portal. No, it's not Portal. It's a Halo. It's a FPS, but the
Destiny?
characters look like Halo, and you're using portals to transport around the map. So you could fire a portal across the map, and you can like. I forgot. No, it's not Portal. Shut up. God, I forgot what it's called.
So speaking
on.
of mass genocide, Cameron has decided that he was going to commit mass genocide, and these
Splitgate. That's what it's called.
I don't
Sorry.
care. And
was
his
called
neighbors
Splitgate.
stopped, so he's coming back.
Yeah,
he
I killed
is?
my
Nice.
neighbors.
Oh,
So he
Hey,
killed
what's
his
up, Cameron?
neighbors,
Nice.
and now
that's
he's
not
back.
Cam.
So something we haven't talked about
Yeah, I'm back. Hello.
is
Ac-
esports. So like these are all like different ways of keeping it alive, but one
That's
one
true.
way I don't think we talked about is esports.
That is a good idea.
Because like Dota 2, you don't really hear much about, but it's one of the most played esports. Most played, I don't know what to call it. Like number 3, yeah, according to Jamie. And so, esports is one way that you can keep a game alive. StarCraft 2, I thought about like investing into StarCraft 2 when I was like 13, and so it's just something that stayed alive because of esports.
Yeah,
I mean,
that makes
yeah,
sense.
it's funny because like a lot of games probably would be dead at this point if it weren't for esports.
Would you say
Exactly.
Counter-Strike?
So Jamie
I know
might
Ja-
disagree with me,
yeah,
but
Jamie
I think
plays
he
a
might
lot.
might agree with me. I personally probably would say that I think Counter-Strike would probably be a pretty dead game at this point
Yeah,
if it weren't for esports.
yeah.
But I do think that because of the way that
It's played
the way
competitively.
they've done it and the way they've kind of expanded the game through esports,
Yeah.
the game has gotten better, and it's like they've added things and they have kind of built off of it. But I do think
Yeah. Well, if you think about
Yeah.
it too, is that every category of a game, from FPSs
that's
to
true.
strategy
Absolutely.
games to any type of category of a game, have to compete against each other.
Okay,
So, go ahead. what?
Jamie just said in the stream chat, which I didn't think about this, but that's a huge factor as well. Is the skins,
Oh yeah.
dude? Specifically in the Chinese market, is what he said. Dude, the skins are another thing that's probably keeping this
Into
game
the-
alive for a very
Yeah.
long time. Like it's huge. Like
Cosmetics in general, I think.
there
is what
are
keeps
people.
games
I
alive.
swear, I could be wrong about this, but I'm almost positive there are probably people that have like don't even play CS:GO or have played like very minimal hours, and all they do is just trade. Like I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
crazy how big
I
the,
think
the
it's
market for skins
cosmetics
is.
that keep games alive for sure. Especially like I said, Fortnite with all those skins. I mean, I'm surprised they keep coming up with skins. That's so crazy. But yeah, it's cosmetics for sure. And actually, this can transition into a suggestion in the chat. Among Us. Among Us was a kind of a dead game for a while, and then once they updated it, where you
Cameron.
can have cosmetics and stuff, it became a little bit more into the light. And yeah, I don't know if it's played a lot still. I don't know. I haven't really heard much of it, but it became a big meme. I know that.
Well,
But
I was gonna bring the idea of party games up because
Oh,
over
yeah.
the years, the amount of party games we've played as a group are kind of insane. We used to play
Yeah.
Fall Guys, Among Us, Excuse the Train in the background.
crab
We played
game.
Scribblet, Crab Games, Scribblio. we've played so many
Golf with your friends.
party games, and they all die out super quick because you play them so much, and you
Yeah.
can't even really have an esports team or anything in that kind of game.
Imagine an esport golf with your friends.
Dude, I wish.
I'd be down.
I'll
Dude,
bet.
that would actually be fun.
That'd be fun.
What?
Y'all take turns on like the same hole as a team.
No, it would play like swimming. How swimming is a team sport.
Oh,
Sport.
Team Ford.
Team sport.
Wait,
Or
say
golf.
that
They're
again.
also- Well, like swimming is a team sport, but it's all individual. Wrestling is a team sport, but it's all individual.
That's true. Yeah,
Oh,
because you're trying to
yeah.
help out your team. So like, you would go one at a time, and then all of your scores add up pretty much.
Yeah.
But you're kind of playing for yourself to get the lowest one.
Exactly. So it could be the same way.
I think we're onto something here. We're about to make an esport golf with
No.
your friends.
That's okay.
I would actually throw up.
I would love that. That'd be the peak of my
That'd be
life.
so funny though. But
Grow up in
yeah, I
excitement.
think
You know
a
what
lot
the
of it is-
peak of. Okay,
Go
sorry,
ahead.
I
This is
have
gonna be
another
dumb.
category.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, no.
Lore.
Oh no, actually, that's a really good category.
I think that keeps games alive a lot, and I specifically think of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh my
Ooh.
gosh.
Oh, you're not wrong.
That is the game that comes to mind when I think of this. Not only because I literally was just having a conversation about it, but also because the lore in that game is insane.
Yeah, but it didn't
Yeah.
really keep it alive. I mean, Five Nights
No.
at Freddy's isn't really alive.
Wait,
No, it was at a
dude,
peak at
I'm
one
sorry.
point.
They have 6 games and they're coming out with a 7th.
Wait,
Yeah.
seriously?
And they have like a
Yes.
movie too. I think.
Never
like,
mind,
They
I
have a
take back
movie,
what I
there's
said.
books,
I'm simply
Yeah.
the
ignorant.
amount of YouTube videos that have been created
A
because
whole
of this
fan
game.
base.
Dude, I saw a Five Nights at Freddy's meme like the other day.
Like, this game is...
What? I've
It's-
not
yeah.
heard about this. What?
So,
Dude,
it's
it's
not
huge.
huge. It's not... I don't think it's as big... It's obviously not as big as it was, but it's
It
still
has its
pretty big.
community.
Me and Blair got 3 stars on the first game last year.
That's true. We beat 2020 mode or 2020 mode
We got bored, and so
after like 40 hours.
Yep,
It's
Yeah,
kind of
we
insane.
wasted
think-
our lives
yeah.
away.
That's true. Like those kind of games definitely, all the Five Nights at Freddy's franchises. And I think it's alive because of the certain community that plays it, There are those just types of people that live for those kind of games, who aren't into the FPSs and all that kind of stuff.
And I think of Poppy Playtime as another one. That's
my
just
Oh
God,
my
yeah.
gosh, we're not talking
A
about
great-
Poppy
Dude,
Playtime.
that one's
It's-
not that bad, Blair.
that game was
I-
like honestly so much fun.
I
I
hate that
enjoyed
game.
playing it.
Okay,
I-
I think it would be a fun game unless your friend came over and said, "Here, play this game," which I'm not going to tell you about, and I'm not going to tell you what you're supposed to do, and then you can go
Doki
through
Doki.
it. What?
Yeah, I had the same experience, Blair, with
I forced him
Doki
to play
Doki
it.
Literature
Yeah,
Club.
I literally.
Oh
forced-
yeah.
Oh.
You played that too? You played that too?
I did. Caleb made me
Bro,
play
what
it.
what a fucked up game that is, dude. That's such
Right?
a horrible game.
Bro, I literally tapped. I literally didn't even read it. I just tapped through it for 2 hours and didn't get to the end. I'm like, what am I doing with my life? What is the point of this game?
Dude, I told Caleb, I'm like, I'm not getting invested in this game because I hate these kind of games.
And then
And then here's
did.
me. What are you,
Are you
talking
serious?
about?
He did.
I got
Dude, he
invested in the
loved it.
game
You
without
actually
knowing
loved
it,
it
though.
for-
Without knowing
That's-
it.
Okay, that's the greatest part about dude, Doki
I was
Doki.
like, what the
Jamie
hell,
will say it. Jackson will say it. This game is great because it draws you in
Without
slowly.
knowing it, dude.
There's
You
too much
slowly
reading
get
in it.
so
Dude, the
attached.
fact that it messes with your files as well is even beyond creepier, dude.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Oh, but
But-
yeah, I
but-
got attached to that game.
Anyways, back to what I was saying. Poppy Playtime, like, I think that's probably going to be another era of kind of that Five Nights at Freddy's. Less that
Yeah.
style because it's completely different style and it's a completely new way to do it, obviously. But I think just lore-wise, I think it's probably going to be a big thing just because where did this come from? Who created this? What is this company? Like, people get interested in mystery.
Yeah. Stories
for
behind
sure.
games are always the best. Like when there's a storyline to it.
But like,
Yeah.
no, when you have to find the storyline, that's
Yeah.
even better. Because
You
that
know,
even
have
draws
That's
you
just like
in
an
more.
Ori right now.
I mean,
Yeah,
I know Caleb's played Dark Souls.
Yeah, bro.
But the lore behind Dark Souls and the lore behind Bloodborne, I played through Bloodborne. fantastic game, brilliant game, and it's so hard to understand all the lore exactly because they keep it vague. But if you read all of the items and you really pay attention to what's going on, you can figure out a lot of stuff. And it's so interesting because the world is actually so well built. You just got to figure out what's going on your own. And there's so many moving parts and there's so many different aspects of the world that you have to find out and understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those games aren't really known for their lore. They're known for being difficult and being hard, and that's why people get attracted to them. But
Oh, you're absolutely right. But
having
there's-
that lore behind it is something that makes the game great in of itself.
Oh yeah, and there was this video I watched on if Bloodborne had a sequel, and like, okay, you could take it for what it is, but there were so many submissions for Bloodborne 2, and people did so much research into the lore of Bloodborne 1 that they made the Bloodborne 2, like the lore that they added, the references they added, the small little parts from the first one into the theoretical second one was fascinating. I mean, there were things that I never caught, never even like understood or like anything. And so people will still get obsessed with lore if the world is interesting, even if the game isn't based on lore primarily.
Yeah. Well, I want to say real quick. So I looked up on Steam in the store the top selling games right now, and I'm just gonna read the top 10. But the first one is Halo Infinite Campaign is at the top right now.
Not
Not
surprised.
surprised.
Yeah,
Not surprised
the
at all.
campaign though. Yeah, and then number 2 is Destiny 2, the Witch Queen Deluxe. I don't know. That's $100.
What?
That is.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
Oh, because that's the game and every DLC.
Oh, okay. Because
So-
then they
so
have
it's-
Destiny 2, Bungie 30th Anniversary Pack is number 3. I don't know.
Jeez.
Then they have Valve Index VR Kit is number 4. Thunder Tier 1. Icarus. That's his-
Icarus?
iCarly?
Icarus. Or,
Icarus.
This looks like an interesting game. Inscription.
That's not the right song.
Inscription is on here as well. This looks like an interesting game.
Dude, Cameron just exposed himself.
Yeah, I heard that.
Ba,
so
ba,
funny.
ba, da, da, ba.
And then number 10 is Battlefield 2042.
That's so sad.
Top
There's
10.
no mobile games in the top 10.
Oh, gee, I wonder
Oh,
why.
no.
'Cause it's on Steam, which is on a PC.
Oh, that's true.
Wow.
I made a
you don't have
mistake
Steam on
inviting
your
you to this
phone?
podcast.
Dude, that's so funny.
I forgot that you said that it was
Blair, go to your app store and look up the top selling games there. Why don't you do that?
I will.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick, going back to Five Nights at Freddy's, when Caleb mentioned YouTube videos, I just thought I'd go look on the old Scarred Penguins gaming account
No
from
way.
Oh, no.
from 7 years ago. And 7 years ago, I made 2 parts of a Five Nights at Freddy's playthrough. I'm pretty
This
sure
dude,
with
really?
face cam. Give me a second. I do have face cam.
How did you play Five Nights at Freddy's, but you can't play Phasmophobia?
Because I was terrified, and you can see via the face cam how actually terrified I was. I'll link those maybe in the description.
Please,
Yeah.
please, wait, link
Yeah,
them to
do
me
that.
now so that I can watch it.
Holy
But
crap.
here's
guys.
another category. Oh yeah, go ahead, Blair. We have to wait for
Wait,
yours,
so
yeah.
the top,
Top 10.
top 10. Okay, wait. It only shows the top 4 right now. 1 second.
That's fine.
That's fine, yeah.
Okay, so the top 4, PUBG Mobile, and it has
Oh,
six.
wow.
Holy crap! It has over $6 billion raised from just that game. And then second, for some reason, is Candy Crush Saga. I would not have thought
What?
that's second. And then another game. The third is Fate Grand Order. I don't know what that is. And then Fantasy Westward Journey. Those are the top
Bro.
4.
Candy Crush doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
It
I'm surprised-
definitely.
Oh, that's all the
surprised-
moms
What
playing it.
in-app
Oh,
what in-app purchases does Candy Crush
A
Saga? have?
lot. You can buy more
So
hearts.
many.
a lot, yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Dude,
Wow,
I did not
so
know that.
many.
Stuff here.
Why would you spend
You are a
money in
mobile gamer?
Candy Crush?
Because
Why
moms
would
have
you
nothing
spend
better to
candy-
do. That's why.
Not candy. Why would you spend money in any mobile game?
Why would you spend money?
Yeah. Cough, cough,
Why would you
AFK
spend
Arena.
money?
That's crazy, Blair. I don't
No,
know.
it's
Why
different
would you do
because
that,
the
Blair?
games I play have communities. Like literally, I'm not just playing the game to play the game. I have a community, and it's the most fun thing I have done.
Like a Clash of Clans clan.
No, not like that. Well, I mean, no, no,
Really
no.
Clash
hurt
of
by
Clans
that
clan.
statement.
Yes.
Yo, you know what mobile
Okay,
game we're leaving
so-
out here, Blair?
So. Wait, what? What did you say, Dylan?
I said, you know what mobile game we're leaving out?
What mobile game?
Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh my
Pick your
gosh.
champion. I'm not bringing
Balloons
that
Tower
in.
Defense 5.
Great game.
Such a good game. I actually have spent
Hey,
money on
Blair,
that game.
Blair,
I'm
BTDs
not
are pretty
ashamed.
good. BTDs are pretty good.
I'm sorry, Blair. You just said that's the most fun you have ever had.
I'm not joking. I've had the most fun from playing a game with other people that I do not know, and we're working towards a common goal. But it's not like where you play like
What?
it's not where you play League of Legends and you're like, no. Listen, let me say my point. So you guys will like play League of Legends together. Okay? Shut up. All right. So
Wait,
oh
did Caleb
my
just
God.
walk over
Caleb
to your
literally
room?
just walked over and tackled me.
Bro.
But okay, so with League of Legends, you guys play one game, or like you'll play a game over and over and over, right? You have the same goal in every single game. But I play games with people where like the goal, I don't know how to explain this. Like there's always a new goal, but it's the exact same game, like the exact same. I don't know what I'm saying.
I think
Saying
I get
either.
what you're saying.
Like
A little bit.
yeah, I don't know. Like it's constant. You're always playing the game. Because you
Okay.
have the same progress. That's what I mean. Because you have the same progress. In League of Legends, like you restart every time you play.
Oh, I see.
But in my mobile game, I have this progress that I've had this progress for over 3 years, right? And we're all working together to progress together, I guess.
3
So it's
years
kind of like Clash of Clans. Like have you guys ever played Clash of Clans
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
at all? Yeah, so like you
Yeah.
have like a base and you're like building up a city, right? And you have this progress. It's not like a game where you play the game and you end the game and you start a new game the next day. I think that's the difference for me. I like it where there's progress, which you can have. There are PC games where you have progress. So I
Ori, the
guess,
Blind Forest.
Minecraft.
but that's also different.
3.
Oh, what?
Wait,
Here's
did you
a
just say-
game. Here's a game. Like here's another category.
Terraria.
Thank you.
Dude.
I wanted to get into this category as well, but like GTA, that has been like a floating game that has popped
Yeah,
up.
and people are
occasionally.
pissed about it.
I've heard like interesting feelings about
People
that
got
game.
so mad at Rockstar because I think it might have been at E3. They like announced like a new multiplayer pack thing for GTA 5, and people got so mad at them.
They wanted
They were
GTA
like,
6.
bro, we don't want another freaking multiplayer pack. Like, bro.
They wanted
It was really
GTA
funny.
6, which was actually rumored to have all GTA maps in one. So from Vice City to Los Santos. Wait, no, that's where the GTA 5 is, right?
Wait, so
Talking
was
about,
there a GTA
Liberty City?
1?
Liberty City. Yeah, there was an OG.
Bachelor
I had a
Cities.
GTA
Bachelor
for
Cities.
PlayStation 2. GTA 3 I had for PlayStation 2.
Wait, so when did
What?
GTA OG come out?
I don't know yet. Look that up. Jamie, researcher.
Dude, it's like
Yeah,
an
that was-
NES game.
What?
That's true.
Yeah, the original GTA was like
1997.
1997.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
crazy.
a very
Wow.
old.
2D, not even
Ah
3D.
shit. Here
Yeah,
we
that's
go
what I was
again.
saying. Like it was not.
And then GTA
Anything like what
2
you would
was
think GTA would be.
99.
Yeah.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah, I heard that they were trying to come out with GTA 6 and it was gonna have all maps in one and you could fly to other GTA maps kind of thing. But like Rockstar games, Red Dead Redemption, GTA, I heard Red Dead Redemption is getting a lot more praise than GTA.
Yeah, I've
So,
met a lot
Red
of
Dead
people up
2
here
as
who
well.
play Red Dead Redemption a lot.
Yeah, people at my work are actually people at my work right now, which could lead into the next category, is playing Warzone nonstop. That's all I keep hearing at my job, are people playing Warzone.
Are
And
you about to say the
I think-
category of battle royale?
well, battle royales in general now. Minecraft Hunger Games I think is where it all started.
Dude.
No.
Oh
Yes.
my
right.
god,
Yes,
yes.
it did. Minecraft Hunger Games
I don't
is
think
where
it started
battle
with that,
royales.
though.
It kind of, sort of. and then it just took off.
Actually, it
other
was
games
written
were
in the game
Grand
in the book Hunger Games first.
Oh my god.
Well, you're.
I mean, he's not wrong. I was thinking the
He's
same
not wrong.
thought.
But
And I'm pretty
wrong.
sure battle
Damn
royales have like
wrong.
existed forever.
Yo,
but
when
I
did
will
Hunger
say-
Games come out?
What?
When did Hunger Games come out?
The first
The book. Yeah, Jamie.
Jamie?
Jamie?
Jamie, you got some info for us?
Jamie.
I do think battle royales have been probably have been around for a lot longer than.
Hunger
Not come
Games.
out
2008.
in 2008. You're lying.
No, that sounds about right.
way. Really?
Yeah.
That's
No,
funny.
because I remember a friend of mine back in Colorado talking
book?
about Hunger Games. Yeah.
Or the movie.
Oh my
book.
god! Oh my god!
The movie was 2013.
Guys, hold on. Dylan was right.
Huh.
Minecraft
That's
Hunger
right.
Games is the first recorded battle royale game.
Yeah, suck it.
He's actually
Ligma.
right.
That's
Ligma.
amazing.
Ligma.
I never said that you were wrong about the video game. I
Yes,
was
you
thinking-
did.
No, I
You
didn't.
Kind of basically did.
I
No,
literally-
you basically were
I-
telling me I was wrong
I
without
made
telling me I
a
was wrong.
joke. Technically, I was right though because Hunger Games
Oh, it was
came
a
out
joke.
first. Get
It was a
wrecked.
joke.
Hunger Games.
No, I'm talking about
did-
video games.
Hunger Games came out first.
I wasn't
That's
talking
what-
about book.
I know.
and-
That's why I said I didn't disagree with you on the whole video game aspect of it. I said a book. You said a video
Caleb
game.
was telling me I was wrong without telling me I was wrong.
Idiot.
No, that's what he was doing.
Destroyed.
Dang. That's
Get
actually crazy
destroyed.
though.
Wait,
And then-
so
and
when
then
was
it took off.
when did Minecraft Hunger Games come out?
2012. It was
Are you
first
serious?
Minecraft Hunger Games, and then the DayZ mod came out
DayZ.
for Arma 2, and that was the second one. And then
I remember watching OG PUBG, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds videos. I remember
Yeah,
watching
but those
OG
were a mod in Arma 3, I believe, before
Yeah,
before there was the game.
yeah. And then PUBG, I think, came out.
Are you
and
wait?
then-
Are you sure? Never mind. I think so. I was looking up. I was just fact checking Cameron because Cameron doesn't always. Whatever. I was fact checking Cameron, and I was trying to find out whether Minecraft Hunger Games was actually the first one. I would say so. Minecraft Hunger Games might have been the first like interpretation of it, but when it comes to like its own game, H1Z1 was actually the very first one to make it its own
Yo,
game.
H1Z1. I remember that game.
Wait, what?
Wow.
I don't know that
That
game.
was like a zombie
It was- yeah.
survival, player versus player, player versus zombie type game. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I remember that. Damn, I remember watching those videos. That was crazy on YouTube. But I remember
and,
like the
and it was
big-
actually the original battle royale concept came from Japan in mangas and animes.
Well,
Yes,
I
but
wasn't
we are
about
talking
Japan.
about video
Talking
games.
about
you
America.
Just saying.
Idiot. So
I remember
uh,
the fight between PUBG and Fortnite. Remember that? Where they're like, well, PUBG's been around and Fortnite's never gonna take over PUBG, and now all of a sudden it's like Fortnite's still around, still making content, updated a new map. They added the freaking rock into it. My god. What is
Oh,
the
yeah, I
rock
saw
doing
that.
with his life? He shouldn't have done that. Why
He's
did he
got
do that?
drive. He's got power.
And then they added Master
He's
Chief
got
into
hungry,
it.
he
They added
devours.
Rick from Rick and
got
Morty. Some of the
devoured.
stuff in this game, some of the stuff in Fortnite, I think shouldn't have been added, especially for the kids that play it. They
How about
added
Fortnite as a
emotes with
whole?
songs.
Can we just say
Yeah,
Fortnite as a
exactly.
whole should have been added to
Fair
life?
enough. Yeah, fair enough. Fair
Right,
enough,
I actually
yeah.
had a lot of fun with Fortnite though. Not gonna lie.
I thought you didn't play
Well,
PC.
then you're a
oh, shoot,
nerd.
yes,
But I
mobile,
played it
isn't
on. Actually played it on PS4.
I played it at the Abbey. I didn't like it. Most of the Abbey. There was one time I enjoyed playing because we all played and we got a
We
dub,
completely
and it was
we
pretty fun.
completely
We
dominated.
absolutely annihilated. It was great.
I'm
I'm
pretty
saying,
sure
like,
I've
the
never
stuff
lost a
that's in
game
that
of
game.
Fortnite.
There's no way,
Wow.
Cameron.
He's only
Jamie-
played like
Because he only
one.
played one
Jamie,
game and
we-
that was it.
No,
You
I
played
played
one
like
game?
8 or 9.
Well, that's probably why. Against bots, pretty much. at that.
No, me, Jamie, and others have played a few times, and Jamie carries us the entire game.
Oh,
I
okay,
carried
see.
you and Rex, right? Caleb,
Oh yeah, you carried me and Rex to a victory royale
did.
that once.
Twice.
Twice, yeah,
Victory Royale.
yeah, Fortnite.
It's
we got
Fortnite
that
about
one.
to get down. Break
Get
down.
down.
boys. bored right now. Just wiped out.
tomato.
Dude, I remember though the OG map of Fortnite. That's when I had the most fun. Was the OG map with the prison and not even Tilted Towers wasn't even a thing in there. But like the OG prison, Loot Lake, Salty Springs, all that.
So-
But Retail Row, like all those OG spots.
One other thing about keeping games alive, a lot of times, so this isn't exactly a remake, but Doom. So like you had the original 2 Doom games, and then you had like the Doom the horror
Eternal?
game. No, yeah, the Doom 3 horror game.
Doom 3. It was a horror game.
And then you
Oh,
had Doom 2016, and that kind of rebooted it. So it was less of a remake, it was less of a remaster and more of like a reboot.
Yep.
But those games are phenomenal. I mean, the first 2 Dooms were
Dude.
brilliant. I mean, they were the first FPS,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
and
I'm
then right
not
after was
totally
Quake.
positive on that, but
I think it was.
if they weren't the first, they were definitely like one of the first to make it super popular.
Yeah, exactly.
That idea, like they were the first to do it well.
Yeah.
Probably.
And those games were great. And then 2016 was amazing. Doom 2016. I haven't gotten the chance to play Eternal yet, but
Eternal.
yeah, I know. I keep hearing it's like better than 16.
Literally. So they basically were like, oh, what we did in 2016, that was good. Let's crank it to 47 and do everything better.
Yeah.
I love Eternal.
Very nice way of putting that.
Eternal's so good. It literally, it's such a fun game. The fluidity of it. That's literally the only way I can say it. Like the fluidity of playing that game is so much fun.
Honestly, fair.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's a very fluid version of an FPS. Most FPSs, it's like you crouch, you shoot, you run, you crouch. Like it's hiding and kind of
Mhm.
more. Sometimes it's more slower paced. Unless you're playing Halo, because that's the greatest game of all time. But Doom kind of
Except now
changed
it
that,
is.
where it was like, no, I'm a freaking god. I'm gonna freaking jump into demons and slice their throats in half.
Well, that was even something in 16. I mean, I remember like the final battle was
Yeah.
legendary. It was
Mhm.
crazy. And it was so much fun because you were like jumping around, going through portals, picking up new guns, picking up ammo.
Yeah, bro.
I guess not picking up new guns, but
Yeah.
it was the
It
greatest.
changed it from like you had to be keeping track of a lot of stuff, and it was very fast paced, and it just made the game so much fun because you had to get into like, this rhythm of playing the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, and like you start getting into that rhythm throughout the entire game, so you got used to it. You knew where all your guns were. You knew how to use them all. And so by the end of it, they could just throw this giant battle at you, and you could just go to town on demons. I mean, is there
by the
any
w-
better feeling?
Then absolutely obliterating demons with guns.
Absolutely ass.
I did it last week.
dude.
Um,
So good.
I think by the looks of it, there was a FPS before Doom, but I think it was like a very, very old school looking game. It was like the graphics were like, I don't know, not like Doom. It was really weird.
Probably the first Doom.
Was it Quake?
Oh yeah.
Well, I think that's what I saw. Yeah, Quake.
Yeah.
Okay,
Something
Jamie
like
just
that.
said that Maze War was first FPS. Technically, I've never heard of that.
I think it was no Maze Runner. Actually, I'm
No.
Oh
looking
yeah,
at it right now.
Wolfenstein.
Maze Runner is a movie and a book.
Yeah, but it's also
Not Maze
was
War, though.
game. First real home computer FPS
Oh.
was MIDI Maze, released in the Atari ST in 1987. It put players in the role of a Pac-Man-like orb in a right-angled maze, able to move in any direction and shoot deadly bubbles at other packs. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Yep. And Doom came out a few years after that.
Guys, I think I found out why I like mobile games over PC games.
Why?
Oh my god.
Because I can bring my phone with me. You can't bring your PC with you.
Like into the bathroom?
No, like I'll be working because I drive or like I DoorDash. So I'll literally be at a red light. I'll just be playing my mobile game.
So
Right.
Blair
Oh,
literally
actually,
kills
I'm
people.
happy.
Blair is basically drunk driving.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
that was not a
literally
good
at
example,
I'm
Blair.
at a red light.
Oh,
That's totally
You
fine.
get
Right.
distracted and your foot comes off.
you
the
know how many
brake.
drunk
No.
drivers have been at a red light and then drove through an intersection and killed someone?
Mobile games do not have a bad influence.
Actually,
On-
but you don't have
Blair,
much.
the psychology. I'm gonna come in there and beat you.
Bet, do it.
Do
No,
it.
don't actually do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm gonna lock the door.
But no, dude, you don't have much options though to play either.
No, literally. All right. So, but the fact that you can bring your phone with you, like I could be at
Games are not
school.
that good on.
If you go to school, like Caleb, he goes to Trinity. He can't bring his PC to Trinity with him. But
Oh, I
he
don't
can
think
bring
you
his
say
phone.
that.
Caleb brings his PC with him tomorrow.
What I'm hearing is that basically, if you have an addiction to video games, get help. Call this
Yeah.
hotline at 847.
No, my point is you can play it.
747.
You can play it whenever you want.
What number
you
is
do not play
that?
PC game.
Yeah,
PC
hold
games
on. Was that
whenever
a
you
real
want.
number? Do I have to bleep
Moms.
that out?
Yeah, that was Dylan's phone number. You guys didn't.
Not my number. That's not even my number. No, that's not.
No, it
even,
wasn't
no,
a real number. I
that's
have no
not even
idea. I
close
just made
to
up
my
the number.
number.
Oh my god.
Sorry,
Wait,
sorry.
you want me to
wait.
call it? You want me to call it? What
No,
was that?
please don't.
No.
This
I'll call that number
podcast
right
is
now.
getting a little long, so
Yeah.
I wanted to wrap up before we give some more of Rex's quotes. I wanted to wrap up.
Oh,
Have we
Rex's quotes,
touched
I forgot
on
about
beat kind of games?
Ooh, I
yeah.
know.
Wait, what do you
Osu.
mean by
Oh.
that?
like Osu, Beat Saber, Dance Dance Revolution,
Oh,
Rock
VR
Band.
games.
Rock
Those
Band,
games like
dude.
don't die out.
I remember playing Guitar Hero at Caleb's house.
Yeah, and I showed you my mad skills.
Yeah, now you're doing it in real life, and I was getting a bit annoying.
No, but like,
Dude, that's so funny.
why do you guys think that those games like don't really die out?
Because
'Cause they're
older people
fun,
play
dude.
it. That's why.
Guitar Hero? Oh
Plus,
my
Guitar Hero
gosh.
is in arcades, dude. They literally have them in
That's
arcades.
true,
That's
too.
why. You know, like if you go to an arcade, more than likely
Nobody
it's
goes to
gonna have
arcades
one
anymore.
with it. That's
Actually,
true,
I went
except
to
for
an
kids.
arcade in Japan. That was pretty fun.
It's kind of just a satisfaction when you're like, I think it's partially the satisfaction of being able to, especially if you're not musical, being able to basically play a song without actually playing a song, you know? But it kind of seems like you are. And then there's also the challenge aspect of it too. It just is very attractive to a lot of people.
Dude, I feel
Yeah.
so musically inclined playing Guitar Hero. You have no
Yeah, like
idea.
it was attractive to me for a long time because I couldn't play guitar and I didn't know how. And I was like, well,
Right.
this is kind of like playing guitar, even though it's not at all. If
No,
you think that
no.
because you can play Guitar Hero well, that you can play guitar, you're
Yeah,
wrong.
no.
No, so I will say it doesn't transfer that way, but it actually I think does transfer the other way. Because I noticed a significant. I got way
Yo.
better at Guitar Hero after I learned to play guitar.
So it's actually really funny. One of my brother-in-law is an insanely good guitarist. Like legit, probably the best guitarist I've ever known. He's insanely good, and he plays Guitar Hero now, and he's like, it's so easy. He plays on expert because in order to actually enjoy it.
Yeah,
Wow.
Because
That's
it's
kinda
just
insane.
like it's just become so easy for him because the muscle memory, like as different Guitar Hero is, the muscle memory and the muscles you need are very similar
exactly.
to be like quick with the fingers. It's honestly very similar.
I remember one song from Guitar Hero I have stuck in my head is Slow Ride. And I remember the colors.
Dude, I
that
love
were
playing
used
that
for it.
song.
It was like yellow, red, green, 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 yellow, red. I remember that because that was the only song I kept playing, and it was so easy.
Dude, you know what I'm looking for right now?
Advice in
Hmm.
life, I know.
No,
same,
who asked?
Bruh.
bro. This is what I deal with. This is why I had a really
Bogus.
good day at work, and then I come here, and now I have a shitty day. I don't get it.
Wow, I'm the opposite. Today's like been one of the
Good.
worst days of my life. But
Uh-huh.
talking to you guys makes me feel good.
Well, I mean, I don't mind
Aw,
talking to I don't mind
Cameron,
talking to you guys, but when
you
it comes
made
to
me pee a
Caleb,
little.
Excuse
there's
me.
a quote for you, Rex. There's a quote. Put that down.
Oh,
I don't know
my
about you
God.
guys, but I'm always having a great time. So,
Well, Blair, you're just you're something.
That's not
else.
true.
what do you mean? How is that not true?
I'm not gonna get into your personal life. What?
Oh.
Blair, do you want me to
I see.
discuss what happened?
What do you
that
want me to
day?
do?
I spent the
So
night-
last week you crashed your car. Week before that your mom died. I don't think you were doing
I'm
very
just
good
always
then.
vibing. I'm always because like I don't have that many.
responsibilities. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's. I guess I didn't want to say it like that, but that's kind of true.
Yeah, You want me to bring up the conversation that you like literally brain fucked me when you were talking about?
Wait.
Dang.
Oh no, we're not talking
Whoa,
about that.
whoa! Y'all's
we
relationship
don't wanna
has
talk.
gotten real
Caleb, you were
intimate.
there.
What?
Do you mean late at night that one time?
Yeah, late at night.
No,
I
we're
saw
not
you
talking
there.
about that. We're
This
not
is
talking
this
about
is getting
that.
so intimate. What the frick is happening?
Yeah, that was so funny.
I definitely did, Dylan. Yeah,
All
that
right,
was fun.
So are we?
No,
Are we
no,
ending
you're
this
lying.
podcast?
You just said you
Yeah,
were.
real quick. I wanna at least give one of these quotes.
Oh yeah, where's the quotes at
Rex,
again?
they're in the media chat.
We're only reading one, Dylan.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to see where they were.
Well, does anybody specifically have one that they want?
Nope, you do it.
Alright, I'm gonna need James's help on this one. We're gonna reenact it.
Oh shoot! Wait,
It's the
which
last
one is
one.
it? It's the last one. All right, hold on.
Go to
give me a
the
second to
final
find it.
page, and it's the last one.
Final page on the last one.
Yeah,
All
tell me
right.
when you haven't pulled it up.
All right.
Alright, 3, 2, I'm getting into character.
All right.
Alright. James, say something.
Something.
Okay, again.
Something. I didn't say a lot last episode.
I know, that's why I'm fuck. I know, that's why I'm trying to turn you on.
Turn me on.
Gosh.
Like you read it like a robot.
Turn me on.
James was like, "Turn me on."
Dude, I mean, freaking Cameron doesn't even know how to say his own lines that he already said.
Did you see the one Ethan said above that? I
Which
am
one?
the
Only
meal.
one.
I can't just get. Oh, sorry. I thought that was pretty cool.
I am the meal.
Great.
One of my
Just give
favorite
you myself.
quotes of all time was my math teacher in high school. We were talking about throwing shade, and he turns to us, he goes, "Yeah, I don't throw shade. I throw the whole lamp."
Oh.
That's kind of pretty funny. That's
All
pretty
right,
good.
boys.
Alright. It's been
Bye.
fun.
All I have to
Meal.
say is, if you are addicted to video games,
Go get a
help.
life.
Call this number.
No! No! You're such an ass! You're such an ass! What is your problem?
1-800
Get
Get
today.
help now.
One of our
What?
mini providers will help you.
No, I am not helping
Promise
you.
right
Seven,
now.
seven.
That this,
No, there's too much
777.
going
we
on
have
my life. I am
trusted
not
people
doing-
that have
Nope.
dealt with this
No,
situation
no,
many
no.
times in the past.
If
Call
you
this
are my
number today.
neighbors,
I don't have
They will
addiction.
help. He
Wow, now I
lives
wish
at
I was addicted.
478
What?
Savage Road.
What are you doing? That's not even my. Oh my god, you're so.
Have a
stupid.
great night, everyone. We'll catch you
Oh
next
my
week.
God, I'm gonna kill Caleb.
Okay, Blair, your anal is mine.
Oh my